You in the AM with your boy VicDamoane. Let's get it early in the AM. I want to talk about why I don't vote, why I don't believe in voting, why I don't participate in voting. All right. I don't give a fuck how much shit they send to my house. I don't give a fuck about phone calls or anything like that. Um, let's get into it. All right. Now, when we talk about the election, right, which is November 3rd, I want someone to come in my comment section or just come and try to tell me what is going to change for us as citizens, as homeowners, as renters, as people that live below the poverty line. What is going to change for us if you put Joe Biden in the White House? How is that going to help us, the citizens, the people that got to go to work, the people that got to get a check? All right. How is voting going to help us? All right. Is it going to lower our light bill? Is it going to lower our gas bill? I mean, people like to uh, you said Proposition 19. If my sister doesn't drop her BS, oh well, hey. So this is what I'm talking about. It's like you go and vote, right? All right. Yeah, I'll discuss it on anybody's shit, but you go and vote, okay? And at the end of this voting process, whether we put a governor in a state representative place, we put a president in that position, we just help that individual, okay? Barack Obama was president. What the fuck is he doing now? What's Bill Clinton doing right now? See, even when it came to the marijuana laws, people say, well, folks wanted, marijuana to be legal. But if that shit, well, if you look at the process and the steps, right? When the state and the people voted for the legalization of marijuana, right? It was still illegal. Even though the state had passed it on a federal level, it was still illegal. So here go a law, here go a catch 22, here go a double-edged sword, something that ain't supposed to exist in America. But here it is. Here it is. The state legalized it, but the feds could come lock you up. That don't make no fucking sense. Nobody looked at that and said, yeah, that don't make no damn sense. It showed you how much power you actually had. Now, Congress, Congress had to pass a law so the feds wouldn't fuck with any of the dispensaries. That's why they thriving. So, who's in control? Us or Congress? Because everybody voted for legalization of marijuana. It became legal. The feds said, fuck that shit. The feds said, fuck your governor. Fuck your mayor. I don't give a damn who you put in there. Even though y'all legalized it, we can still kick in your dough. We're going to take you away from your judge and take you to our judge because our judge ain't going to hear none of that legalization bullshit. Damn, I thought we was in America. You know, shit get to changing. All right. When I look at Governor Whitmer, right, the governor of my state, she was elected by her peers. Okay. She has fucked Michigan up as a whole. I ain't even talking about locally. And like I said, it is all about money because me living in here in Detroit, I was around one of the most corrupt mayors in history. Well, no, it was legal on a state level, but until like I want to say 2018 until 2018 or 2016, it was still illegal on a federal level until Congress changed the law. Congress passed a bill that said that federal funds could not be used or subdued to raid a state over, marijuana. So that's why the feds ain't kicked in nobody's door, because we as citizens were all aware of that law. That's why we stayed the fuck away from it, because we were like, okay, nigga, we still know about the FBI. We still know about that. What about them? And being that all black folks and all people didn't jump, because that's what they wanted. They wanted more people to jump so the feds could have had something to do. But it wasn't enough people that jumped. All right. Congress passed a bill. Right. And this is what I'm saying. Congress is in control of the country. If it don't go by Congress, it won't go. Those 8 motherfuckers sit somewhere in a dining room, at a hotel or wherever, and they decide our fucking fate. That's where our fate is decided. At Congress. I remember when I was little, I didn't want to be no fucking president. I wanted to be Congress because I knew that Congress was over the president. We wanted the top of the food chain, and the top of the food chain is Congress. Those are the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Remember, back in the day, remember when you was in school, they used to talk about Congress members. Remember that? Remember that? Remember when you was growing up in school, they would tell you about Thurgood Marshall? Remember that? Thurgood Marshall. He's in Congress, and he's a black man. Remember that? Remember that? Who was in school when they was teaching about Thurgood Marshall, the black man? He's all the way up there in Congress. He's a high yellow nigga. Ha! Y'all remember that? Because I distinctly remember that. Okay? And Thurgood Marshall was over Ronald Reagan. Yeah. Remember that? No, y'all remember that? I remember that. Think about it. When the last time you heard of somebody, wait. When the last time you heard of anybody promoting Congress members like they did when we were children? You don't. You don't hear shit. Who's on Congress right now? Who are them 8 motherfuckers? Name one of them. Anybody? Anybody. Don't Google. Don't cheat. Who the fuck are those people? All right. And Joe Biden with his racist ass. All right. If I was to vote, I would vote for Donald Trump just because Joe Biden's people are just fucking annoying. Joe Biden is targeting black houses. I'm convinced of this. And let me say this to you, Joe Biden. All right. I wouldn't vote for you even if I did vote. If I would vote, I would vote for Donald Trump 5 times, motherfucker. My one vote, I would go in that motherfucker 5 times under 5 different names and vote for Donald Trump. Fuck you. All right? Joe thirsty ass. Getting sick and tired of you, Joe. I'm getting sick and tired of you, Joe. Joe, you've been in the White House 12 goddamn years. Go get another job. Go get another job, Joe. All right? I'm sick of Joe Biden now. All right, your people knocked on my door. You're mailing shit to my house. You're sending me stupid ass phone calls. I ain't heard one fucking word from Donald Trump. Not one word. Not one. I ain't heard one word from Donald Trump. You know what Donald did, bitch nigga? Donald sent in 2020. I just say in 2020, Donald donated probably about roughly $5,000 to $6,000 to the army of VicDamoane. So fuck you, Joe. I'm just going on record. I gotta fuck with Donald Trump over you because Donald Trump donated, bitch. You didn't donate. I didn't get nothing from you but a phone call and some goddamn flyers in the fucking mail. Fuck you. All right? Go on record. All right? Fucking text messages, stupid ass shit. All right, nigga, where the money at, Joe? All right? Now, Donald Trump done already outed your motherfucking ass, nigga. He done already outed you. Getting money from Russia, getting money from Iraq, nigga. Where that money at? All right? Making your children rich. All this other stupid ass shit. All right? Know all y'all niggas down with the motherfucking Illuminati. We already know this. All right? At least Donald open about his motherfucking devil worship. You the one that want to be all secretive about your shit. That's why I can't fuck with you. All right? Donald stand on his fucking square. All right? He stand on his shit. Unlike you, lying ass nigga. All right, you been in the motherfucking White House 12 years, nigga. You ain't look like you lost any weight. Look like you're eating good. Look like you still got your hair cut. Your suit's getting clean. Your light and gas bill still, your shit all good. Your shit all good. All right. I need my brother Bone Picker. R.I.P. the Bone Picker, man. That brother, he's an old school cat. He was in his like 60s, 70s. He passed away. But me and him both agreed that if we wanted to do something as a black race to really put a motherfucking finger up the government's ass, okay, when it was time to vote, all the black folks should have sat the fuck down. All the black people should have just sat the fuck down. All right? That's how you make a statement. That's how you make a power impact. Okay? All right? Saying that stupid ass shit. Saying that stupid ass shit. If you ain't black, or if you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black. Well, motherfucker, I ain't black. All right, motherfucker, I'm kind of brown skinned, nigga. I got curly ass hair. I'm mixed with something. All right? My family bloodline is mixed, bitch. All right? We was all born here in American soil, motherfucker. Fuck you. All right? Fuck out my face. All right, real talk, nigga. Check me off under other, motherfucker. Check me off under other. All right? She said, fuck Trump. Hey, look, Trump is the only president in history to put money on your books, Snoopy. Hey, look, you got to call it down the middle. I ain't said you got to be his friend, but take his money. Yes. I ain't telling y'all to take Donald's money. Donald is the reason why your ass at work right now. Because when Donald found out what I found out, he opened the motherfucking country. He said, oh, no, fuck that shit. I told y'all about the COVID-19. I said that shit long before that nigga said anything. I got flagged. I got videos taken down because I said what the president said. But my video, fuck me. I'm a nobody. I said what the president said. And then when I put up the videos of the doctors and Homeland Security, all that shit got flagged down. All that shit got flagged down. Why you think all the white people in Michigan end up backing Trump? Because when the shit got brought to the governor's attention, she ignored the shit. All right? And then after she ignored it, right, that's when they caught her husband driving on a lick When the motherfucking uh uh the state or the whatever was supposed to be shut the fuck down, her and her husband on a lake having a drink, kicking it, chilling, and all this other shit. All right. Governor Whitmer out here throughout the whole fucking pandemic ain't had a mask on through the whole shit. Through the whole shit. They told y'all all these motherfucking people died in the city of Detroit from COVID-19. And I'm not saying nobody died. I'm not saying nobody died, but now they talking about, oh, well, people that have vitamin D deficiency, uh, uh, people that were over the age of 50 and 60, oh, and by the way, the COVID-19 can't survive, in 80-degree weather. So when we got to the 90s and the hundreds and those riots and those protests broke out nationwide, nobody died from COVID-19 during the fucking protests. We talking Cali, we talking Atlanta, we talking New York. There were no COVID deaths. Nobody went outside, rioted, and came back in and died. There was looting, there was pillaging, there was all this shit going on. And they're telling you that there's an airborne disease killing motherfuckers. Man, come on, y'all. Man, come on, y'all. And then Joe Biden's stupid ass talking about, well, it's Trump's fault of the COVID-19 when we all know that China was the one that brought the motherfucker over here. Damn. All right. All right. The Democratic Party throughout U.S. history has been known as the side of, looking out for the black man. Those same Democrats existed during slavery. And people keep talking about, you know, voting, right? And the young brother on Kong King show said it best that black people wanted to vote simply because they wanted to be considered equal to the white man. They wanted to do what the white man did. So if the white man sat at the front of the bus, the black man wanted to sit in front of the bus. If all of these things, when it came down to equal rights, even on a level of equal rights, okay, that really wasn't involved with voting. That took a generational turn. All right, that took generational turns. And what I mean by that is, right, that you had a group of white people and a group of slaves. And as children would be born next to children, all right, they would see with their own two eyes and always have a feeling that this was wrong. This was wrong. Having these people locked up like this is wrong. That was a generational turn. White people just looking at this situation and saying, this is wrong. This is not right. Think about it. Black folks couldn't complain if you were a slave. Where did you have those meetings? If you was a slave, right? Like Malcolm X could not exist in slavery times. He'd be hanging from a tree. All right. Even when it came down to freeing the slaves, this had nothing to do with black folks and or you being a human being. All right. Think about this. What was the purpose of the Civil War? The South did not want to give up their slaves because the North was going broke. This is the only reason why slavery ended. Because the North didn't have slaves and the South did. Okay? And the South was richer than the North. This is the only purpose or the only reason why slavery ended, because the North was going broke and the South was the real, like, united power. Like everybody in the South was rich. So what did the North do? The North came and invaded the South. The white people would go into the white soldiers would go into the houses of the white people, and the black soldiers would go into the slave quarters, and they would burn, rob, do all of these, things. This is how the North won the war. They just outnumbered the South. They were outnumbered. And the people of the North had black slaves come down and rob and, do all that fuck shit. I don't know how much history you guys know. I'm very, 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 versed in history coming from New Jersey. That's all they taught you. All right. If you go and look up some of the tapes of actual slaves, okay, it will like blow your mind. It will, on how we had to struggle in the beginning, and it had nothing to do with voting. It was one former slave that was, I don't know, he had to be in his 80s or 90s, and he talked about how when the day came when he became free, he was a free man, right? He was 16 years old and he was homeless. He said when he walked off the plantation, he didn't have anywhere else to go. And back then, it was illegal for any child to go into a grocery store and buy something to eat. Like, you couldn't be 15 and 16 years old going into a grocery store without an adult. Or if you were a child, the only way that that grocery man would serve you is if you had a note from an adult. Now, here's the problem with that. He said that, he couldn't read and he couldn't write. So, being that he couldn't read and write, he couldn't even fake a note to go and get him something to eat. So he said the first couple of days they slept out in the field. They just went out in the field and slept, hungry, starving, looking for various things to eat on. All right. It's a story that really has never been depicted in any movie or like these little mini series they talk about slavery and shit. What that brother said, all right, because he was a real slave. And I did a story on that a while back. I don't even know where that fucking video is, but I'm pretty sure y'all can look it up. I suggest y'all go listen to those people. All right, like seriously, go listen to what those brothers said. So some of and a couple of them was women. What really happened? Okay, what really happened versus the shit they taught you in school versus the shit that they would, pump into our heads when we got to middle school. See, the East Coast was very, very and what I mean, like Jersey, Philly, New York, Delaware, Baltimore, Connecticut. We were all taught the same fucking black history. All of Maryland, all of that right there. We were all taught the same shit. All of us. We were all taught the same shit. I hear my East Coast people, and I hear them in my ear, and I'm always reminded of my childhood when I hear my East Coast people talk. I do. It always brings me back to my childhood. All right. But when I moved from the north to the south, I learned a whole lot. When I moved from the north to the south, when I actually stopped looking at what these people were telling me, and then I actually went to these places and saw what it was for real. All right. Voting will never change. All right. The mindset of people. Even when voting, freed the slaves, you were still getting beaten. You were still getting hung. You were still getting tortured. All right. All right. You got to understand that these racist motherfuckers, man, all right, they will exist after you dead and gone. All right. What happened to Black Wall Street? Where did it go? Hmm? What happened to Black Wall Street? Hmm? What happened? Black people went and voted because they could. You know, black people got together, organized their own shit, didn't they? Huh? Yes or no? Huh? What happened to Black Wall Street? Because it was black, all black. Yeah. Didn't y'all take a vote for Black Wall Street? I'm just curious. Didn't you vote for that? Wasn't there some type of voting going on? And then who voted to take that motherfucker and burn it to the ground? Who rebuilt it after it was burnt to the ground? Anybody wanted to vote again? Those brothers didn't feel like they were equal, even though they had gotten to the level of equality. They learned that they still wasn't equal. Even like Rick Ross says, it is a uh, like um uh with damn, I done forgot his name. But you look at Martin Luther King. He voted. What happened to him? Hey, remember John F. Kennedy? He voted. Uh-huh. How many of y'all voted for Kennedy? I think Kennedy voted for himself, didn't he? What happened after he got voted? Same thing. Same thing that happened to Kennedy is the same thing that happened to Abraham Lincoln. Those people that were on the side of black people. The motherfuckers that like the white people that liked your ass. Because there are a group that don't. I'm just letting you know. All right. Yep. You said your grandmother voted for Black Wall Street. Yeah. And where the hell is it now? And I try to tell people, I say, go look up Central Park and see what it was before it was a park. Go see what Central Park was before it was Central Park. Go see what it was. Go see what you jog through. Go see what you walk your dog through. Go see what was there. All right. It's like you got a group of folks, right? And one side will say, well, uh, oh, my fucking weed. One side will say, we need to go protest. We need to go fight the police. And then the other side will say, well, no, no, we need to go vote because your ancestors and people before you died for the vote. So we're voting for the bosses of the police, but we're going to fight against police brutality. How the fuck did you get that shit backwards? How did you mix that up? We're going to fight police brutality, but we're going down there to go give them a new boss so they can just beat on us some more. I don't I don't I don't get the logic on that. And nobody wants to explain it. They always have like wording around that. Like if Donald Trump is president, the police is still going to whoop your ass. If Joe Biden is president, the police is going to whoop your ass. The only thing Joe Biden is going to do is hook up the gay people because that's what he was doing when he was rolling with Obama. And he's going to make laws that are more lenient on pedophiles. Because as you know right now, pedophiles are now saying that it's a sexual preference, it is not a crime. And, I mean, have at it. Have at it. Because that's what Joe Biden was doing. Have at it. I don't get why people don't understand that Joe Biden was standing there when Barack Obama was throwing them goddamn gay flags. All right. Joe Biden is one of the co authors of the gay Bible. All right. That was under his watch. That was under his watch. So we go from, you know, the gay people just moving on up. Moving on up. All right. All right. Yeah. But we forgot about that too, huh? We forgot about that too. Now, all right. On top of the motherfucking gay vote, right? And the gay rights and it was gay all day. If you ain't gay, that ain't the way, right? We had that rolling. Hey, Snoopy, that's your boy Joe Biden. That's Joe. That's Joe, the Joe you don't know, or the Joe you know. All right. Okay. Yeah, that happened on his watch. And Snoopy, for Donald Trump to go into the White House and hand you some money that's sitting up there and it's just been sitting there, right? Donald handed out all this money from the White House, right? Straight from the White House. That should tell y'all right there that these motherfuckers is lying to us because the country is in debt, right? They can't get look, Snoopy. How many times you didn't see motherfuckers walk into a bank and get denied for a loan? You might be trying to build a business or you trying to do something, right? And it ain't like you can't pay the money back. You got the funds. You got the shit. You showing receipts, right? Hey man, let me get this $100,000 right quick so I can start this business up. Even if I don't start the business up, I'll pay you the 100. How much y'all want back? 120? Okay, I can afford that. I can afford that. Let me get that money right quick so I can make this move. And the bank tell you hell no, but yet and still Donald Trump just handed every single American that filed taxes or whatever the fuck you did, he gave these motherfuckers like anywhere between $1,200 and $3,000. In some cases, 4 and 5. It was so much money that niggas had started robbing the motherfucking system, and our gas prices have not gone to $10 a gallon. Nothing changed. Do you see? What Donald Trump did was pretty much show y'all the system for what it was, a big, fat lie. And I can't vote in anything that's a part of untruth, things that are hidden agendas. I can't be a part of it. That's why I don't vote. It's just too open. It's just right there in your face. For all these years, they told you that the country was struggling for decades. They told you the country was struggling, that these motherfuckers was falling off. But when it's debate time, when it's time to vote for the president of the United States, now these motherfuckers want to tell on each other. Now both of them want to sit up there and say, well, look, this one over here got $35 million. Oh, this one right here, he ain't showing his tax bill. Oh, nigga, I'll show my tax bill when I'm good and ready. But let's talk about how much money you got from Russia and you took care of your sons and this, that, the other. This is when it all comes out. This is when it all comes out. Nobody's looking like, well, damn, how the fuck was you getting your son 35 and $40 million? Because I would have damn sure like to get my son. I would like to get my daughter 30 and $40 million. Wouldn't you? Because they not telling you how to do that. None of the motherfuckers is saying, if you vote for me, I will show you how to get these government grants like me. I'll show you how to motherfucking get this money, how you can apply for this, how you can apply for that, and you can get these government grants. I'll show you. That's what I'm going to do as president. I'm going to show y'all how to get to the money. Mm-mm. But they collected all of it. Hell, I heard ZX make a video about a pyramid scheme. All right. He needed to write the names down of Congress and the president in order so he could see the same pyramid scheme. A lot of these things are pyramid schemes. All right. Think about this. On a campaign trail, right? They're on a campaign trail. What do they do on a campaign trail? Raise donations, right? What donations did Joe Biden have to raise when he was already vice president? Y'all don't see the play in the game? That the reason why motherfuckers are doing what they are doing It's no different than what motherfuckers do on YouTube. It's no different. It's a game. It's a fucking game. All right? Now, after November 3rd, we are going to get into some type of fucking war with a third world country like we always fucking do. Something's going to happen in Iraq or Kuwait or Sudan or Syria or one of them motherfucking countries, and whoever's gonna be your president is gonna be the motherfucker up there. And see, that's another reason why they don't like Donald Trump, right? Because Donald Trump really don't give a fuck about no other country. He, if anything, he pushed all the other countries out. All right, that's why the Democrats don't want him, because the Democrats were making money overseas, you know. And when Donald started putting sanctions and locking the country down, he fucked up a lot of people's money. So he just pushed them out. All right? Because when it comes to the presidency, or even when you look at your local government, right? I didn't vote for Kwame Kilpatrick. I didn't vote for him. All right? Now, Kwame Kilpatrick, I think, is still in jail. I'm not sure if he got released. But what did Kwame Kilpatrick do? Kwame Kilpatrick was the mayor of the city of Detroit. All right. And he made moves out here, all right, like a gangster. He made moves out here like a gangster. All right. It was said that his wife killed a woman in the Manugian mansion and got away with it. All right. And it was around that time, uh, this accusation is when they started investigating and, found out that he was, snatching money from the city and, pumping it through his family members. I think all together they caught him up with like $11 million. He had got $11 million from the city. He just went in there, took the money, and walked out with it. All right. This is when the governor and the state had to come and take over the city of Detroit. Okay. Nothing but, ooh, let me in there. So if you let me get to the money, it's like motherfuckers is voting to see who gets to the money. Vote for me to get the money. Vote for me to get the money. No, no, no. Vote for me to get the money. All right. I got 4 kids. I got 5 kids, 7 grandkids. Vote for me to get the money. Who has Donald Trump chosen as a vice president? I'm just curious. All right. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I just can't get over the fact that Linda McMahon, Vince McMahon's wife, had a job at the White House. Come on, y'all. Come on. What? What? I've been watching wrestling since I was a child. You talking about the Linda McMahon that walked out the ramp in the WWE, the same place where Vince McMahon and Donald Trump had a hair versus hair match, the same place that Donald Trump said that he went and bought Monday Night Raw, and he was co-owner of Monday Night Raw. That Linda that was fucking with Trump back then when Umaga was still alive, fighting Bobby Lashley, and the loser got to shave the other owner's head bald. Didn't Donald get in that ring and shave Vince McMahon's head? Didn't he shave his head? When Donald gave all this money out to America, didn't he do the same goddamn thing on wrestling? Didn't he have $100,000 balloon drop and he was dropping fives and tens and hundreds and fifties? All right. That's when wrestling wasn't fake at that moment. Not when Donald was there. It wasn't fake then. Donald Trump was making it rain. And that shit is on YouTube. You motherfuckers go look at it and see for yourself. That shit is up. And I just want you to check the year. I just want you to focus on the date. When you go look that up, look at the date of when that happened. And then look what happened after. You know, The Apprentice. I keep telling people to focus on these things. They just don't pay attention. After he left wrestling, he started his own fucking show on national TV. He made sure that every single American could see his ass versus going on cable where some people wouldn't see him. He made sure the backwood motherfuckers could watch him. This is all a plan from the jump, man. Come on, y'all. You got to see the falsehood in some of this shit. Okay? Kane became a mayor. Jesse Ventura, like all these motherfuckers went from wrestling to politics. Don't that mean they just as fake? If you have been in wrestling for 20 years, a fake business where you fake fight, all right, and then you go to politics and you stay there, obviously there's something there that is very, very similar to your other job. Do you understand? Come on, y'all. All right. Look how long Arnold Schwarzenegger has been the goddamn governor of California. Ain't he still a governor? California. All right. And the only reason, all right. Oh, she said Pacino. Oh, okay. Because, yeah, I'm not in Cali. But the only reason why Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California is because he's the goddamn Terminator. And California is very, very Hollywood. All right. Okay. And everybody just felt like it would be cool, to have the Terminator as the governor. You know? Right. Ronald Reagan was an actor. That's how he got into the White House, being an actor. All right. But I found the speech, man, that Ronald Reagan did, and man, look, what he said back then made sense today. He said that there is no left or right. There is up and down. You see? He said there is no left or right. He said there is only up and down. You see? See, think about it. All right. Kennedy, Pence is with Trump, and Newsom. She said Newsom is the governor of Cali. Okay, I've never heard any of these people. See, Trump got put in the White House by fucking David Duke and a few other people. Those are gonna be the same motherfuckers that put him in the White House this year. Why you think you ain't even think about this? You haven't even seen Trump do like any promotion. Have you seen any Trump promotion? Have you seen a lot of Donald Trump promotion? Because I haven't. I haven't seen a lot of Donald Trump promotion anywhere. I see Joe Biden everywhere. That ain't strange to y'all. That ain't strange to y'all. It was strange to me when they said John Kerry was the president of the United States and then came back and said, oops, my bad. It was Bush. My bad. Yeah, we fucked up. Yeah, we told y'all John Kerry won, but it was really George Bush. Don't be mad. Welcome your new president, George Bush Jr. All right. If that wasn't Randy Orton beating Drew McIntyre for the title, you understand? You know, that's Hulk Hogan. That's Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant, and then Andre the Giant getting up and whooping Hogan's ass. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. I think we all should get into acting. Because if we go off into acting, we could all be president one day. We just take turns. Every 8 years, we just flip out. Because that's all it takes now. Just be a good actor. All right. I noticed that the good actors, oh yeah, they get a little bit more attention. All right, that's what it takes now. Just be a good actor. Shit, I'm gonna fuck around and watch some more wrestling tapes. Work on my acting skills. All right. Roman Reigns has become one hell of an actor. All right, because he used to be a fucking meathead. But when he was in there with Jey Uso, my God, that motherfucker, like he made that shit look like a movie. He was whooping his ass and talking shit all at the same time. I said, God damn, this boy putting on a prestigious event. You know how like y'all ever watch theater? Wrestling can have like a theater moment. Motherfucker get the right camera angle and shit. Catch them motherfuckers talking shit, and they got a freestyle. You can't be scripted and shit like that. You got a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's like battle rap, but in the ring. So who's the best shit talker? All right. Just like motherfucking John Cena, he might be a white boy, but that boy can freestyle his ass off. Have you ever seen John Cena? I don't like John Cena personally, but he's an excellent freestyle battler. He will battle your ass on some freestyle shit on the spot. All right, on the spot. So I wonder if Joe Biden could rap. What does Joe Biden do? I'm gonna have to go look into that. Maybe he's some type of rapper. Maybe he could play guitar. Remember Bill Clinton? He could play the saxophone. You know, Obama was just a goddamn face. Everybody just like looking at Obama. All right. But then they saw Michelle and said, "My God, is he gay? Because she kind of looks like a man." You know, America. All right. We know what Donald Trump does. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to figure it out. What do you do, Donald? I mean, excuse me, Joe. All right. Motherfuckers talk about we in a pandemic. We in a pandemic. Y'all motherfuckers both sitting up there at the fucking debate podiums, and neither one of these motherfuckers got on a mask while we in the middle of a pandemic. And they done told the people with anxiety, right? People that already have anxiety. They done told y'all it's a goddamn airborne disease out here. Stay away from people. That's great. For all the people that have anxiety issues, you have turned these people into psychopaths. Does that make sense? If you have anxiety issues, with this public notification, now you have gone total psycho. Because if you see somebody in a store without a mask on, or you see an employee today, there's a woman that stabbed a woman 27 times because she didn't have a mask on and she was an employee at a store. Stabbed her 27 times because she didn't have a mask on. The day I went and got them pizzas, The day I went and got them pizzas, lady was sitting there and she handed me my pizzas, and the woman behind me, she looks up and says, "Hey man, tell that woman ain't got no mask on." And I said to myself, "Man, look at this shit right here. Now they trying to make us afraid of our own people." So I grabbed my pizzas, man, and I said, "Sister, you go ahead and take that up with her, man. All right." You see what I'm saying? I said, "You go take that up with her." But it was like her tone of voice. She wanted like assistance in this, issue when she said, "Oh, you ain't got no mask on." Like I was supposed to react because she said that. You see? All right. Oh Lord. I hear baby loud ass snoring all the way in here. She's just letting it rip deep, deep. I bought him a blanket, so he can lay on he can lay on a little blanket. All right. 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 You see what I'm saying? They making motherfuckers, you know, like try to turn like remember I kept saying over and over, they want us to they need something to happen. They need for something to happen. I remember I kept saying, I said America right now is too peaceful. It's going too good. Something got to jump off. All right. They come with this pandemic shit. So that's a jump off. They kill a couple people. That's a jump off. All right. It's funny how all these people then died from COVID 19 and there's no memorial. There's like nothing. Like, did these people even exist? It did take out some people, but the numbers that they told you that, they're inflating numbers with people that contracted it versus the people that died from it. They're just putting all those numbers together. It's not even an accurate count. You have people that died from it and then people that just caught it. You understand? It's no different than catching pneumonia. You can catch pneumonia and pneumonia can kill you. You could die from pneumonia. You understand? And pneumonia is can take. You know what I'm saying? You could die from pneumonia. It could take you out. All right. You got shit out here like hepatitis. Did we forget how contagious hepatitis is? If somebody has that shit, they fuck around, you come in contact with that person or come in contact with something that they didn't touch. Or, yeah, did we forget about that? All right. It's a lot of shit out here that can fuck you up. All right. How about the West Nile virus? That comes from mosquitoes. Ain't no running from that, is it? Because we all gonna get bit by mosquitoes in the summertime. You can't outrun. You got to go outside your house. And from your house to the car to the store back, you gonna get tagged. Ain't no way around that. All of us have been bitten by mosquitoes, but the West Nile virus will take you out. So why are we not scared of that? How come we not walking around with bug repellents? How come that ain't mandated? That you have a little bug repellent on your belt buckle and your mask on. All right? Yeah. How many of y'all got to go to work either tomorrow or the next day or this, that, the other? Is your boss at the job right now? Is your boss's boss up there? When you look them in the eye, do they look like they are worried about COVID 19? Or are they sitting here saying, God damn, we didn't take a major hit? We didn't take a serious loss. This COVID shit that slowed down my business. All right. uh, hmm. Oh. All right. But politics don't serve us as a people. All right. Our jobs service us. The ones that love us service us. Like think about it. You get more help from your job than you do the government. It's always been that way. Local and federal. What's easier to get? Uh, a job or a job at the post office. You know, you go to school. Some of y'all in here have created your own businesses. Was it harder creating your own business or going to go get a government grant? Which one is easier when you think about it? For all of you people that own your own business, just think about that. Just think about that. If you own your own business, how much help did you get from the government, state, and federal building your business? Did any of the presidents knock on your door and say, hey, I see you trying out here. Here's $50,000 on me. If anything, you get penalized for having too much money. If you think about it, if you have too much money, you're penalized for it. Just think about that. It's like all the people that play the lotto, right? The lottery is something that the government allows, right? But to the winner of the lottery, they have to give a percentage of that money to who? Now do y'all see where the president and everybody else eat at? The state and all these places. Hell, they could be taking that money out and then just writing it up as a bill when somebody win. Like they could already have the money. Like if it's $4 million in the lotto, the government then already took they 15-20% out that bitch, spent that shit. All right. They take 15%, spend it, and then when you win, they charge you 30%. Hey, listen, you pay their ass again. When I got my weed license, I realized that this was a drug system, and what I just got was I got a Nino Brown card. Like whoever seen New Jack City when he said, you walk into the Carter and you swipe your card, and they let you into the Carter. Because I'm wondering, like, how the hell is the state going to tax this legal weed? It was baffling to me. Then when I got in the game and they start hitting me with percentages and shit, I said, "Oh, you motherfuckers!" I said, "This is the mob. This is the fucking Italians. This ain't like no hood nigga. Hood niggas is way better. I'd rather work with some hood niggas than deal with the government. You know what I'm saying? Because at least dealing with the hood niggas, even though they might shoot your ass, even though they might kill your ass, they not gonna rob you like the government gonna rob you. All right, the hood niggas do treat you a whole lot better. That's why they robbing and killing, because they system is way better than the system that the government got. Real talk. All right. Oh my God. All right. Look, you got uh uh the regular licenses, right? Which I think um is like $100, right? Um I think I spent like 120, right? I spent like 120 on my first license. And after that, um they said I had to go and get a safe. I had to go get all this other shit, right? So as I'm looking at the tab, and I said, wait a damn minute. I said, why do I need a safe? Well, this is the law. You got to do it like this, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So I went and bought the safe, right? So then I go in to the dispensaries. I go into the dispensaries. And at this point, when I first walk into the dispensary, everything's a flat rate. All right. They got good product, they got low prices. Um, but then uh like the next time I would go to the dispensary, like the same shit might be a little bit higher. And I'm like, yeah, this don't make no sense. So I go hit another dispensary. And then when I got to over here at the Green Genie, yeah, I was in love with their ass because they it's just that they took time in their product and quality in their product, and then their prices went up. I said, hold up, man. What are y'all doing? He's like, do you know, like, this is not the way you sell weed. I shouldn't have to come to you and you got an ounce on the wall for, uh, 240, 250 or something like that. And then that same ounce is $300 and the product ain't got no better. Or you not giving me no type of deal. But then, they had the little system set up where they try to hook you up on Sundays and shit. And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of weird. With all that shit, right? All that extra money that they making on the side, they just trying to get back because the government is taxing them. Like that fucked up a lot of dispensary owners because when the pandemic hit, motherfuckers wasn't able to go to work, motherfuckers didn't have jobs, motherfuckers lost their jobs. So when they lost their jobs, they couldn't come up and buy weed like they wanted to anymore. You feel me? So man, oh man, yeah. One thing I'm glad I stayed away from, cause motherfuckers, I had invested a little bit into it, like the vapes and shit, but the way the city, knocked them motherfuckers down, man, glad I wasn't involved in that shit. Glad I wasn't involved in that shit, man. But look, I gotta make some runs. It's early. It's the a.m. It's 7 something in the morning, man. Uh, but I just wanted to drop some knowledge on my feelings on voting. And yeah, you can all get patriotic. All right, you can all get ready for WrestleMania because that's what voting is. It's a wrestling event. If you're not a wrestling fan, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself if you try to say you're not a wrestling fan and you talk about voting and shit like that, and you sitting up here and you gonna cheer and cry when if Joe Biden wins. So if Joe Biden wins, you'll be like, yes, yes, Joe Biden, and you'll be all excited and shit for a motherfucking white man that don't give three fucks about you. You just sealed his paycheck. That's what you did. You gave him his paycheck. And if Trump wins, then you'll sit there and be like, oh, this some bullshit. I can't believe this motherfucker. You all right, yeah. How? How did he win? How did he win? It's y'all fault because y'all didn't vote. Y'all didn't vote to get him out. Hmm. This will be the talk of the town. If Biden wins, right, then my vote didn't matter because he won. If he loses, it'll be my fault because I didn't vote for Biden. You see? And I'm not a fan of either one of these motherfuckers. You see? Like if I walked into a voting booth, I would vote for Kanye West or Jesus, one of the two. All right. I told him I go to the voting booth when they put Christ on there. They say vote for Jesus. I'm gonna film myself walking into the voting booth. Like y'all know what it is. All right. Lord Jesus. Some crazy shit on TV. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. All right. And I will catch up with y'all in a hot minute. See, I'm smoking and my speech is slurred, fucking up words and shit. All right, and I gotta charge this phone. All right, because it is dying. I will see y'all in a minute.